Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amal's Academy. Today in this tutorial we are discussing about how to print stars in alphabetical J shape. So let's begin with the code. And this code is also similar to the previous pattern programs. And here is the output. We want to print stars in different row and column. That's why we are using two for loop. One is to print star in the row and another is to print stars in the column. So here we can see first for loop for row in range, and here row is a variable, and in the output we can see 7 rows. That's why I'll mention 7 here. And inside that we can see another for loop. It is to print stars in the column, and here col is a variable name and range is from 0 to 5 because there are 5 columns are there in my output. Okay, so after that we can see if else conditional statement. That is, we need to print stars in some particular pattern. For that we need condition. That's why we are using if else conditional statement. And here after if, I need to mention the condition, that is in which row and column I want to print star. So if we see the output, we can see at the column 2 we want to print star. In the column 2 and in each row we want star. So my first condition will be, I'll check whether column is equal to 2. Okay, it's my first condition. Next I'll mention logical OR operator. In the logical OR, if any one of the input is true, then output will be true. And here if any one of the condition is true, I want to print star. That's why I used logical OR here. And next we'll move to the next condition. We are done with the column, so now we'll concentrate on the rows. And here we can see in the row 0 we want star and row 6 we want star. First we'll see row 0. That is, we want star in the row 0, but at that time column should not be 2. So I'll write like this. I'll check whether row is equal to 0. If it is true, and at that time column should not be equal to 2. Okay, this is my second condition. And here I use logical AND because in the logical AND, if both the input are true, then only output is true. And here to print star, I want both of this to be true. That's why I mentioned AND here. And we'll move on to the next condition. So logical OR. And now we'll see row 6. We want star at the column 0 and column 1. So I'll check whether row is equal to 6. If it is true, then column should be less than 2. Here we can see this is less than 2, right? So okay, this is my third condition where I'm checking whether row is equal to 6. If it is true, then column should be less than 2. Okay, so these are my condition and colon. And inside the if statement we can see print star and end is equal to empty string. In the print by default end value will be /n, but in our output we can see we want to print one star immediately after another. That's why we are using empty string. And next, if this condition become false, then we want to print space. That's why we are using end is equal to space. And here we can see space. This is because of else statement execution. After that, inside the first for loop we are using print. It is for new line because after printing stars in one row we want to go to the next line. That's why we are using print here. So now we are done with our code. So I need to save this and run this. And here we can see the output. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'll meet you in next class. Till then, take care.